Don't you worry there, puppet. So let me get this annoying pole to block the view for you guys. Let's see here. And let's see here. Okay. Nice and random. Oh, snap. Hey, what's up, guys? All right. So I think after you select whatever on the pole, you can slide it down. If you hold on it and slide down, it should make it go away. Yeah, sorry, Meg. It's a random time for me. I just spontaneously decided to do it. Oh, you want to spank some dank? Okay. Gonna fill this little vaporatorium device real quick. Impromptu. Hey, what's up, Rock Out? It's good to see some familiar faces. With the familiar faces. Faces. You know what I'm talking about? That Donnie Darko soundtrack. Show you guys my sick knife here in a second. I've shown it before, but I feel like showing it off again. Look at this bad motherfucker. I have to keep it here so it hits the light. I was busy all day. I still haven't had time to put the lanyard on it that I want. Isn't this sick, dude? Look at the two lashing holes right here. I bet you not many custom-made knives have the lashing holes in it like that. I still need to think of the perfect name to name her. And I want to make the brown leather, the brown oil leather sheath for it, but I want to be able to put a pouch, like a little, like this big, couple inches by couple inches pouch to put some little basic necessities in it. I think that'd be pretty sweet. Man, I like this knife. I have not tested it in the field yet, but it's going to have its time being used and abused and put through the ringer. And this thing's built like a tank too. That's what I really like about it. This thing is so solid. It fits my hand perfect. I have pretty small hands, and it fits really good. Yeah, this knife is fucking perfect. Look at that. That's sick. A little pin right here to hold the scales on. Right here. Boom, boom. Lanyard hole here, of course, with the little lanyard. Two lashing holes go all the way through. Hook it up to a stick. You know, stab into like a, and then tap and hold on it and swipe down, and then it goes away, I'm pretty sure. Does it really not go away? I thought it went away was for somebody. Is there anybody here who can get the survey to go away? If I can't get the survey to go away, I'll stop doing them. I don't want to just be hell of annoying. Alright, I'm just going to get rid of it. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. I thought, for whatever reason, I thought that maybe you could, once you voted, you could swipe it down like I do to get rid of it. Got this rock out with your lockout custom handcuff key. Do I have a flashlight? Oh, here, I have a flashlight on my necklace. Oh, no, it doesn't show it right as I shine it right at you guys. Sorry about that. No, it doesn't show it. Oh well. You have to take my word for it. This is sick. Yeah, it says new. Like it's a new style survey. I guess it's just a new way of being annoying. It's not picking cuffs, but it gives me an excuse to play with this for a second. Double locked. Oh, you got one too? Yeah, these are sick. Boom. So simple. And you could do the modern contemporary handcuff art with it. Dude, he could sell those. Rocka, you could freaking, ooh, walnut. You could sell these easy for like 25 bucks, 25, 30 bucks. If you mass produced them, I don't know if that's your thing, but easily. Alright, what should we do? Should I use that half diamond again? Get some more of that in. He needs a second one. This guy. Who do you think you are, huh, Johnny? Still a little... Oh, I have this hybrid offset guy right here that I've never really used. Let's try that one. I did the half diamond for a bit last time. I also have the sick long reach right here too. And then, ooh, look at that. It's got shrink tubing on it already. Here, I'll try the offset hybrid and see how she works. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do a full hour, you guys. I just spontaneously popped on. I'm going to test out some more picks. I should be able to zip with these. What is the point of this one? This offset hybrid? It's for zipping and single pin picking, yeah. It's like a long reach diamond. For them hard to reach places. Bypassing generic handles. She's talking about Willis. You could bypass with this, with the dollar store locks. I want to see if I could just zip it open. Oh, okay. I'll try to remember to remind you, New Haas. I like to leverage off like where the tensioner is sometimes, but sometimes it makes it so I'm able to crank on it and it bends the pick, so I have to really like go by feel and not do that. Sometimes it's better to leverage off your finger though, because you get a better feel for the pin, in my experience at least. Of course, I can't open a damn lock right now. I know damn well it's not the pick's fault. I probably gotta hit the shackle a couple times. I might just bounce back to the half diamond to get that in a little more before playing with this too much. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Yeah, okay, this pick is completely foreign to me. This takes a different feel. At least for me it does. It almost has a dog leg symmetry to it. Am I tripping? Does it get thinner right there? Oh, I must be tripping. Are you still making those pry bars, New House? They are sick. Chicka chicka what, gangsta? I'm just gonna go back to the regular half diamond right now to get some more play with that in. All these sick ass picks to my disposal. Plenty of rakes, plenty of damn tension wrenches. I like that. I am a fan of having a lot of different tensioners, all shapes and sizes. I'm a big fan of variety in tension wrenches. Alright. Let's see how she holds up to the master number 5. For real, rock out. You know what's up. I mean, I'm a big fan of having a nice variety of picks too, but tensioners sometimes gonna make or break it for you. Some tensioners will not work on certain locks. I mean, that could be said with certain picks too, but sometimes it's all in the tensioner that decides if you're gonna get that thing open or not. Yeah, tensioners are definitely important. Yeah, if the tensioner won't fit, it won't fit. You know what? I just realized I still haven't used my ergo turners in my covert instrument set. I used the same freaking. Believe it or not, I used the Greyhound tensioner that came in the dog with the dog legs. I've been using that over all other tensioners until recently, getting these Southern Specialties picks. Do it, dude. Make them in different thicknesses. Why not? Definitely wouldn't hurt. Oh, yeah? What'd she say? Alright, I gotta do the little wiggle jiggle to get this bad boy open. It's pissing me on. You guys ever been so mad you get pissed on? I'm really pissed on right now. Just kidding, I'm not mad at all. I'm a little frustrated. Was she making some passes in your direction, Rockout? Was she being highly suggestive? Provocative even, might I add? Damn, I can't get this thing open. Alright, let's give that a break. Trusty old 141 ought to do it. This big ass tensioner. Look at the size of this tensioner versus this small lock. She used my overly long homemade picks I made. Nice. Yeah, different thicknesses are good, dude. Especially if you can get that nice tight tension fit. Like when you get a top of the key tensioner and it's a little loose, you can still get the job done, but it's kind of shitty. But then you get one that fits it exactly like it's made for it, and you get all like that much more feedback. There we go. Alright, that was just to make myself feel better. We'll go to some other masters. Nice. That's your cue. Don't take those cues for granted, Rockout. That was your sign. That's when you go, alright, let's go. You get straight to work. Putting in overtime. It's like the Hawk 2 girl said, spit on that thing. I miss those conversations. I haven't had a lady for a long time. Bam, boy. Feels good getting locks open with new picks. My eyes keep wiggling left and right like that when I read. I don't know what the hell that's called, but it's getting kind of annoying. That's lucky, dude. That's sick. You're lucky, Rockout. It means no worries. You got that Kuna Matata going on. No oopsie daisies or nothing. Turned into a straight romper room is what he did. Exactly. You know what I'm talking about, Rockout. When I send. You cat in the hat now? When I send. This half diamond really does put in some work. Let's try it on the stupid black taped Master 3 that nothing seems to be able to open. I'll zip it and single pin it. You guys, if I open this on camera, it's literally one of the first times I've ever opened this lock. But I don't think it's gonna happen. That's a good amount of kids to have. Send what to new house? What are you sending to new house? I don't know what's being sent to who, but alright. What's up, lock guy? How? I wonder what it is about this damn lock that makes it so darn difficult to open. See, the first pin is hella springy. What is that? Now, we had some Egyptian beeswax that I melted down and put on this little canvas backpack of mine, only for me to swap that backpack for a snug pack because it got moldy from being left out in the rain. It kept out water, but the moisture that gets inside of it, just from being outside, molded. So I traded it for a really good backpack. I want to get some otter wax that I think Fjallraven makes. And I have this chore jacket I want to coat with wax so it's water resistant or almost waterproof. The only problem is it'd probably take easy $20 worth, $20 to $50 worth of wax, because you only get so much, and the jacket is, you know, as big as my torso. I want this lock to open, man. Let's scrub it a little bit. We'll do the little Dealy Bob Thornton over here. Where's Mark at? He must be busy. You know, I gotta do some more shorts. I've been doing straight up just like when I get lock mail or the lives. I've almost filmed just about everything I can make a video out of until I got these picks. And then I dug up my homemade picks, so I could literally make a video for each pick if I wanted to. But we'll see. I get lazy sometimes with all this. Sometimes I just want to pick the locks. Alright, I'll open this Master disc lock. Ah, there she blows, laddie. There she blows. We, when I lived in California, maybe like 7 years ago, one of the houses, we had a lot of property, and we had a beekeeper put a bunch of boxes, like 20 boxes, for bees. And all the plants in our whole town were very well pollinated because of that. It was pretty cool. And the bees didn't bother anybody. Look at that. Except Diamond's a straight slayer. Yeah, bees are sick. We got some bees that go in our plants in the backyard. They just chill. But we also have carpenter bees in the front that like to eat the house that are annoying. But they don't really bother me. I one time had one of them on my stomach when I was in bed. So I had to grab it and throw it outside. That was interesting. This basic Brink screen lock should be a doozy. Nope. See, some locks can't be zipped open with just a half diamond. You can zip them open quickly with the double peak rake, but once you put the single, it takes a little bit extra effort. Oh. There it is. Let me try it one more time. Yeah, I can't wait to play with that McTickler. Between now and the time I get it, I have nothing but time to practice not being so hard on picks, so that when I get the McTickler, I won't destroy it. Okay, the in and out zip, bounce the pins up. That technique works on a lot of locks. We'll do the dreaded master lock with the sticker. Yeah, get that mail sent out. I could go for a McTickler too. What I could really go for is a McDouble. You guys remember them McDoubles when they used to be $1? Those were the days. That was like 20 years ago, I think. It was basically a small Big Mac. Who doesn't like a good McTickle? You guys remember those mixed salad shakers? Do they still have those at McDonald's? Or were those a part, like a limited time thing a long ass time ago? I'm talking like 25 years ago at least. Whew, I just realized I'm hella tired. I was in hot heat for 2 days straight. I'm not sure what you're hunting to, Newhouse. The delay is like 30 seconds at least. The McDouble when it was $1, or the McSalad shaker. It was a salad in a cup with a lid that you shook up. They had like egg and ham and carrots and really good ranch sauce. Oh, never mind. No, Nola's alt accounts aren't here right now. At least not that I'm aware of. It's all good. Alright, this lock wants to be a little pain in me arse. Doesn't this mask remind you of a mask someone would use to rob a bank? That's what it reminds me of. Maybe a movie they used something like this, I bet you. Might have been like a strap, the ear strap on with the skull, or a bandana or something. But it reminds me of a bank robber mask. Only this one has Realtree camo all around it that you can't hardly see. I ordered this off of Amazon. It's S, the letter S, the letter A, net gator. They make all kinds of different ones and it's dirt cheap. You can get like 5 of them for $20 of different designs. I think it was Amazon. Right. It's pretty much invisibility. Then I had some hella good shish kebabs for lunch with some sort of steak that was seasoned and all the little peppers and onions and vegetables and stuff on it. They were like a foot long or so, 10 to 12 inches. It was so good. What's up, Ground Fog? Okay, that's not how I wanted to open that one. I think this opened with the half diamond hella easy, but we'll see again. Yeah, I went through a phase where I was buying everything camouflage. I still really like camouflage, but I was going hard. I got a couple camouflage beanies, shirts, jacket, expensive Sitka camouflage jacket and Sitka camouflage pants, which if you know anything about hunting camouflage, Sitka is up there with one of the most expensive camouflage companies. I need to lose some weight though so I can actually wear them. So I've been going on these treacherous walks in the freaking heat. Yeah, I like Sitka. Sitka is good shit. I like Kuiu as well. My next expensive camouflage purchase will be a Kuiu, probably the down jacket. Damn boy, did you see how quick that Ruger lock opened to this half diamond? Yeah, expensive, but it's good. And hella light and breathable and very silent. It's good for bow hunters. I've gone with one of my friends a couple times scouting out new hunting locations, and we had to be stealthy. So I got good camo. Yeah, milsurp is good. It's a different breed of camouflage, though, for different tasks. You can still use it for bow hunting. I mean, you could use freaking a red flannel shirt for hunting, too. It's just not optimal. I'm surprised they haven't made more hunting clothing with magnetic clasps instead of Velcro. Because that Velcro is no good. Even on the military stuff, they shouldn't be using so much damn Velcro. I've seen a thing where you could tape over most of the Velcro and just leave like the tiniest little bit at the end so it barely makes a sound. But I think they should use like magnets or something. Rock out Newhouse is talking shit. Yeah, I agree, Ground Fog. It's like a status thing for a lot of hunters. This who can afford the most expensive camouflage setup. There's some camouflage setups that are like $5,000 easy, just clothing with base layers and all that shit. Oh, okay, that makes sense. With the navigation, I didn't think about that one. Yeah, maybe button snaps would be good. Or just straight up buttons, like these buttons on my shirt. Like these guys. These are the quietest. They literally make no sound. Yeah, magnets will fuck up your compass. I totally see that. But seriously, you can go out and hunt with flannel shirts. If you're scared of getting shot, you can wear red flannel. But I'm of the opinion animals could still sort of see colors, contrary to what scientists said. I sound stupid saying that, don't I? I think the camouflage will just like confuse your eyes a little bit. I think it's mostly the camouflage people think is good because people think it's good. Like their vision can't see it. Oh yeah. You gotta like half pinch your finger when you're letting a buckle go in and then slowly. Yeah. I will admit though, some of that Walmart camouflage is actually pretty decent looking. And it doesn't break the bank. And they've upgraded a lot of it too. It's not that run-of-the-mill real tree with the white. It's actually like a decent polyester, breathable, it's quiet, a decent pattern that blends into a lot of shit. Yes, Ground Fog. The Obi-Wan Kenobi of camouflage and concealment. I only know what I've studied on YouTube and read in books. No, you don't want solid black, dude. There's nothing, very few things that are solid black in nature. Yeah, you really don't need to spend a lot of money if you don't want to on hunting, camouflage and stuff. Be it human hunting or animal hunting. You just got to know, like everything, learn the fundamentals of it. You could have a Marine sniper as a relative or a friend, and you could pick their brain if they're willing to share tips and tricks. That's probably your best bet. Deer hunters, longtime deer hunters, and like snipers would, in my opinion, are the two that you would want to learn from. Yeah, time of year dictates the colors, what's growing, what's dead, all that good stuff. But I still got 2 pieces of that expensive Sitka. Of course, I bought both of them when they were like 40 or 60% off on their website. And they're not the exact same camouflage pattern. The top is more of a, like the greens and browns, and the bottom is more like a rocky gray, sage, and like tan pants. I'm a big fan of mixing up camouflage. I don't believe it all has to match. You don't have to wear the exact same head to toe, exact same pattern. No, that's what I'm saying. They wore flannel. A red flannel freaking coat. And maybe a nice pair of boots. And their freaking top hat, or their flap cap. You were riding that? That's funny. It's true though. I think mixing camouflage could be just as effective, if not better, than head to toe, same pattern. Let's try to freaking a different disc lock. I got a couple of these disc locks that are hard to pick open with a rake. Yeah, the animal fur blends in the best with natural dirt and foliage and stuff. And they're freaking solid colors. Also, you could get away with wearing just solid browns, different shades of browns and greens. Doesn't even have to be camouflage in some instances. Just all earth tone. Most of my clothes is just earth tone too. Not even necessarily meant for blending in camouflage, but it's more like dulled down. Meant to attract as little attention so that I can just mind my own business and be left alone. Man, Newhouse, you're on that. You're really trying to pump that solid black, aren't you? Skinks? Cats and skinks and bears? Nice. I said very few things in nature that are solid black. I corrected myself from nothing to very few. Well, yeah, most camouflage in the distance just looks like a shade of brown or green or tan, because it's a mixed mash of colors. And depending on the lighting can dictate which shade of which color it looks more like. It's all good, new house. You know what? I'm gonna wear an all black outfit just for you in the winter, alright? I'll call it the new house camouflage. You need a prove me wrong table, new house. With sitting down with a coffee mug. It says all black, all solid black in the winter is good camouflage. Prove me wrong. You know what I mean? Like those memes that people make. I think camouflage is meant to be kind of like makeshift chameleon skin in a way. This lock feels like it needs some Houdini sprayed in it. It's all gummy. That's probably why I haven't been able to pick it. I mean, you can try it, dude, but there's an awful lot of green and brown in nature that you have to combat with unless you can just hop from shadow to shadow like a freaking ninja. New house, are you secretly a ninja? Is that what you're trying to tell us? Ninjas like to wear all black. I'd be stoked if I could zip this stupid lock open. Yeah, see, but their fur is white, just like the snow they're in, their environment. So that's their camouflage. Polar bears don't really even need to hide, though. They'll just eat you. They'll track you down, hunt you, and eat you alive. Joe Rogan told me so I know it's true. There's this one dude called Brent with a number. Anyways, he's Brent something rather. He's like a Marine dude or a military dude, and he tests out different camouflage patterns in different environments. He'll stand there and then he'll walk slowly, and then you can see, like with jungle, desert, and all that, what camouflage patterns look like. I got this eagle lock right here. I haven't picked open in a long ass time. It's very gummed up. Yeah, it's crazy too, because black bears smell, from what I understand. Like they stink hella bad. Yeah, polar bears will fuck you up. They are the king of their environment for sure. I don't think there's any animal that it has to worry about. And they can swim hella good. You know, honestly, all bears can kill you probably hella easy if they wanted to. Even if they're timid species bears. No, you guys ever seen this eagle lock? I'm gonna have to share a picture of this in the dog pack or something. It has an actual eagle on it, and it says eagle. Then on the back says the Eagle Lock Company, Terryville, Connecticut, made in USA. It's a solid lock. I even have the key for it right here. Curtis Industries, Cleveland, Ohio. Killer whales. Polar bears don't have to worry about killer whales unless they're in the water. I've never seen a killer whale walk. What is that? What's that link to? Oh, there's Mark. Probably about 7 minutes or so. I'm gonna sign off of here. Oh. Huh. Well, what do I know then? I'm just a dummy who thinks that I know stuff and I don't. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen that video. This is a Master 17 that I think I still have a piece of a broken pick inside of. Okay, that guy doesn't want to open. Let's see if I could do this Chinesium Ace. Oh no, this is a moving store Chinesium with a plastic core, I'm pretty sure. Man, I woke up at like 3 in the morning and I had to open a couple locks to fall asleep, dude. Can you believe that? It was bugging me, so I had to pick the lock. I opened the 98 Pro a couple times. I think I even shared a picture of it. See, I'm afraid of running into bear cubs because that means the mom is around. And the mom will absolutely destroy you because she'll just assume that you're trying to get her cubs. Yeah, I definitely don't want to go anywhere where there's polar bears. It also takes a very large caliber round to kill a polar bear. And probably a couple rounds. I don't think maybe a 50 cal, if you shoot it in the head, will kill it. But like the average rifle, I don't think it's going to do anything to a polar bear. Like a 30-06 and a 308, I don't think it's going to do much. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, well, it also makes it so you don't sneak up on a mark. If you're making noise talking, have bells and stuff, it alerts them so they know you're not sneaking up because you're making a bunch of noise. You can rig up to like pork and bean cans or something to strings, so when you walk it clinks like essentially a bell. Alright, this lock jumped out of its box, so I gotta pick it real quick. This is a Taiwanesium that opens hella quick. Watch. Almost every lockpick opens it quick. Ooh, I just bent it by pushing it in the wrong way. I gotta be careful. See how I am on my picks? I could open it quicker, I bet you. Let's see if I can do the one zip open. Nope. It's getting hung up on something. Minnesota, don't you know? There we go. Blackbeard are endangered. Yeah, I'd imagine Blackbeard's in danger. That dude's dead. They cut his head off. I'm just messing with you, Newhouse. I know what you're saying. This big old gut right here. The endangered Blackbeards. Yeah, sometimes the AI text is out of control. I put an ever so slight curve in this pick. It curves down like an arch a little bit. I refuse to break my half diamond. Yeah, that one doesn't want to open. Oh, check this out. You guys ever seen a sleigh maker lock with a shackle this big? This is how big the shackle is compared to my hand. Isn't that huge? You can freaking bludgeon somebody with this thing. Let's see if I can zip it with a half diamond, huh? Yep. It's not a very secure lock. It doesn't have any, it's smooth on the shock all the way down. There's no notch right here. It's weird. It's an old ass lock though. I don't know if it's an antique or not. It's definitely at least vintage. I got one of these cheap ass locks. Presto lock. If you wind this up enough, it winds up whatever mechanism's in here, and it makes it so you can feel the resistance, and it stops on what the code is if you just keep turning them a bunch while putting pressure on it. Al Capone, huh? Alright, let's see if I could open this Master 3 that has the sticker on it. This is one of the first locks I owned. So I've picked this every single different way you can imagine, with all the force, all the pressure, all the wrong ways of picking. And then this is how I learned. This lock I've probably picked more than any other lock, which is probably why it's so difficult to open sometimes. Sometimes it pops right open. Other times the pins get all jammed up and the springs screw it up. And just like that, finally opened. Back to the 141. I think I can fit that rock out handcuff key in my Southern Specialties case. It'll be tight, but I think it'll work. This Ruger one, for whatever reason, makes me hella happy. Hey, what's up, Spicy? How are you, bud? I don't see Spicy very often either. You always like to show up when I'm about to end my live. Oh, nice, Mick. It's all good, man. Shazam, there's the Ruger lock open. Let's do this disc lock too. This one is one of the ones I got from Scully. I still gotta make Scully a sick ass lighter, a survival lighter to send him. Damn. 20,000 views. I don't think I have anything that's got 20,000 views. Boom, just like that, it opened. I really like this disc lock for some reason. It's not particularly hard to open, but something about it. Yeah, rock out. So it's just the Bic lighters that are wrapped with waxed hemp, and then it's got a little bit of duct tape on it with a lanyard, and then a ranger band on it. I call it a survival lighter. It's just one of those cool things. Scully sent me the hella hard Schleg Everest I've been putting off for a little while that I need to get back to picking again. Yeah, they are feel good open. Sorry guys, my legs are hella sore. I have to keep stretching them. That's why I'm all sideways. Yeah, you can buy them on suppressystraps.com. Rock out those lighters, and they have other cool shit too. Suppressy straps, I think.com. Just type in suppressy straps, you'll find it. You'll see what I'm talking about. But you can always just make it. It's way cheaper if you just make it yourself. You can literally rip off their design by just getting the materials, and you can make a dozen of them for the cost of one on their site. Yeah, you raked open that damn Abyss, dude. I had no idea you could rake it open. I was never able to rake it open. Yeah, that Abyss was a cool disc lock. It's ranked orange belt only, but the spools are fun. Yeah, 50 bucks is 50 bucks. Excuse me, guys, for just a minute, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. The thing I don't like about this mask being made cheap is there's no stitching around it on the top or the bottom, so it likes to roll. Too soon. Sorry, should I have been gone longer? Montebello. Yep. Gosh darn kidnappers. Rocking is one of the easiest ways of breaking open a lock. You literally just hold the pick like this and go, it goes back and forth. Little pendulum. Still burping up the flavor of onions and bell peppers. Freedom! Freedom is a state of mind. If you think about it, lockpicking is a form of escape. You get dopamine hits from opening difficult locks, and if you spend a long time picking, you're literally, you're escaping. Yeah, exactly, a Dark Souls boss. I've never played Dark Souls, but I understand where you're coming from. You guys ever played this RPG game called Lunar for PlayStation 1? There's Silver Star Story and Eternal Blue. There's 1 and 2. It's called Lunar. Lunar. It's one of the funnest RPG games I've ever played in my entire life. And if I ever get an original PlayStation, those are the first 2 games I'm buying. God knows I don't need to get into playing video games again, but I highly recommend you guys look up that game. Play Lunar 1 and 2, the original Resident Evil. I had Resident Evil Director's Cut. I never played Legend of Dragoon. And then for computer, you play Diablo 2. That was a hell of a fun game. That's where most of my free time went, was those 3 games. Metal Gear Solid was way too hard for me. That game frustrated me too much. Eventually, I was able to play it through, but I wasn't, the shoot 'em up games, they weren't my go-to. Yeah, see, I didn't really like the 007 games for N64. I had a Nintendo 64, but I think I sold it. Literally, someone left it by their trash can to be picked up. A Nintendo 64 with like 12 to 15 games. So I freaking was like, what? You're throwing that away? So I scooped it up. I'll be right back again. Alright guys, I gotta go. Sorry to cut it off. Catch you on the next one.